dugsiga boardingka iyo maalinlaha ah ee Amano Boarding and Day School.
Good morning, grade 2s. Welcome to our science lesson. And today our topic is food. Today we want to learn about food. Now, children, what is food? We say food is anything that we eat or we drink. That's what we call food. Now, everyone has his or her favorite food. Which is your favorite food? You know what you like most. You know what you like eating. So we have different types of food. Now, in a day we eat 3 times. You eat food 3 times. You know that we talked about the 3 meals we have in a day. We have breakfast, we have lunch, and then we have dinner. So we have 3 meals in a day. Now, every meal there are types of food that we take at that particular time. You know, when we wake up in the morning, this is what I'm going to eat. During lunchtime, this is what I will eat. Then during supper, you have the type of food you are going to eat. Now, food is what we eat or we drink to keep us healthy. Now, before you eat or before you handle any food or before you do anything to do with food, ensure that first you wash your hands. Ensure that your hands are clean. So we should wash hands. Then eating healthy foods keeps us or protect us from disease. When you know that you're eating healthy food, you ensure that you are healthy. So you are protecting yourself against the disease. You wash your hands before handling the food and you eat the healthy food. Now, the food we eat, this food we eat during lunch, the food we eat during supper, or the food you eat during breakfast, where do we get this food from? We have sources of food. So where does this food come from? Let's look at the sources of food, and we say we have 2 sources of food. We have the foods that you get from animals. So we have animals' food, and these are the examples of animals' food. These are the animals' food. So you find that you're drinking milk, you have meat, you have eggs, and you have fish. We also have the chicken. These are the animal foods. These ones we get them from animals. So animals, that is one source of food. Where do we get the eggs from? We get the eggs from hen. So hen is an animal. Where do you get the meat from? You can get the meat from cow, from goat, or from camel. So those are the animals. So meat, it's from animals. Then we have milk from cow, camel, or goat. Then we have fish. So one source of food is animal. Number 2, we have the foods that we get from plants. We have plants food, and these are examples, just examples of food that we get from plants. So these are the examples of plants food. We have rice, we have spaghetti, all types of fruits, all the fruits you know, the watermelon, the oranges, the apple, all these are the fruits. So fruits we get, where do we get fruits from? Fruits we get fruits from plants. We have bread. What is used to make the bread? The bread is used making the wheat and other things. Where is that wheat coming from? The wheat comes from plants. So you have to grow the wheat, we have to have the wheat for us to make the bread. So we have vegetables, cabbage, spinach, onion, tomatoes, potatoes, all those are the vegetables. So the vegetables, we get them from plants. So we have 2 sources of food. We have food from animals and we have foods from plants. So the food you eat, maybe the rice. As you eat the rice, you know, yes, I'm eating rice. Where is this rice coming from? You know, the rice is coming from plants. When you're eating meat, you're eating your chicken. Where is it coming from? It comes from animals. So we have two sources of food. Now, why do we eat? On why do you wake up in the morning and you say you want to eat, or during the lunchtime you want to eat? Why? The reason why we eat. Why do we eat? One, we eat to grow big. You know very well we have those foods we eat and they make our body, they are bodybuilding foods. They make our muscles to grow. So we eat to grow big. That's one reason why we eat. We also give us energy. If you eat, maybe let's say in the morning you wake up and you eat something, now you have the energy to start the day. You have the energy to do your work. You have the energy, maybe your children, you have the energy to go outside and play with others, or you have the energy to sit down and do the work given. So food gives us energy. The food also makes us strong. When you eat, you are strong. Let's say you stay like 2 days, you have not eaten anything. How will you be? You find that you're very weak. You don't have the energy. You're so weak. But the time you eat something, you find that you're very strong. You're very strong to do anything. So food makes us strong. So these are the reasons why we eat. One, to grow big. Two, to have the energy. Three, to have that, to be strong. Now, as you eat, children, we should eat variety of foods to get all the nutrients the body needs. So when you eat, remember you said we have the foods, we know you have foods that gives us energy, we have the foods that gives us energy, and we have the foods that protect us against the disease. So as you eat your food, that's why we are saying you ensure that you eat a variety of foods to get all the nutrients. The nutrients are the proteins, the carbohydrates, and the vitamins. So as you eat, you're supposed to ensure that you eat different. That's why you can eat, you eat rice, it's mixed with, maybe you have meat, and also you have the vegetables there is fruits, the fruits there. So as you eat different varieties of food, you're giving your body all the nutrients needed. Now, the food we eat, foods have different tastes. As you eat food, you find that there is food that tastes sweet. As you eat it, you know, this one is very sweet. There are others, as you eat, they are salty. Others taste sour and others are bitter. So the foods have different tastes. For example, as you eat the ripe fruits, let's say you're eating like the ripe orange or the ripe mango, how does it taste? It's very sweet. So that's why we say the ripe fruits taste sweet. Lemon, how does the lemon taste, children? As you eat the lemon, you find that the lemon tastes sour. It is sour, it has that sour taste. So the lemon has sour taste. Then we have foods that taste, when you eat, it's salty. The salty food, now all cooked food, when we are preparing food, we add salt to that food. Now when we add salt, the food, now it tastes solid. So all cooked food tastes solid. That's it. As you eat the rice, how does the rice taste? The rice is tasty. As you eat maybe the spaghetti, how does it taste? It is salty. All the cooked chicken, all kind of food that is cooked, it tastes salty. Now let's remind ourselves what we are doing. And today, children, we are talking about food, and we have said we have two sources of food. We have one from animals, two from plants. Then we have also talked about given examples of this food. We have talked about the foods we get from animals. We have talked about the eggs, the meat, the milk, fish, the chicken. These are examples of food from animals. Then foods from plants, we have talked about the rice, the spaghetti, the fruits, the vegetables. All these are examples of foods from plants. Now, we also talked about the importance why we do eat the food, and we have said we eat the food to grow big. We eat the food to give our bodies the energy for us to start the day, for us to do what we want to do. We have also said that we eat the food to be strong. And remember, we have said as you eat your food, ensure that the food you eat different variety of food so that your body gets all the nutrients needed. And when you're talking about the nutrients, we have talked about the proteins. You ensure that you eat the proteins, you eat the carbohydrates, and you eat the vitamins. So when you eat these foods, you ensure that you are healthy and you are protecting yourself against disease. Because now if you eat the fruits and vegetables, you know these ones, they are help us to fight against disease, so they are protective foods. So we should ensure that we eat healthy foods. We also say that the foods we eat have different taste. We have food that taste salty, there are foods that taste sour, and the others that taste sweet. So foods have different taste. Thank you children for listening. Until next time, bye bye.